Who is the new guy? Antich.
How you like your truck? Beautiful. Trucks. Performance engineered for your life outdoors. I felt stuck. I want more for myself. Just want to do better for myself on the road and expand my opportunities. So this level is like run fast for my comeback. So like an educated gentleman. My comeback, start your comeback today at thelocal.edu.
Oh my goodness, are you serious? Okay. New guy for Prince. Markings are off. Yeah, all markings are going to be off, including type marking. If you were in a knockout game, type marking, you can't even add type marking in the... Yeah, there's no markings. Make sure Malachi's on the bench. Yes. Double check. I thought it was. The only thing I had for Monaco was Andy Moy's shirt number. I do see for the next upgrade session, low pass, curl, acceleration, stamina. So maybe it just went in after the deadline. Because I do see it there. Deadline was May 8th. I see May 17th for Armstrong. Does that make sense, though? Okay. Yeah, I see it on the 17th. That's all, buddy. But we got it. It's recorded. It'll be done. Swap Armstrong and Ludwig. Yeah, sorry for any confusion, but I do see it after the deadline. Okay, I'm pretty sure Antwerp are all set. I gotta turn this fucking light on. Very early. 3-4-3 with no instructions. All right. Monaco are normal and dry. We'll be doing stadium upgrades for teams in Season 7. They will be receiving stadium upgrades. Antwerp, do you have a good jersey? Ooh, look at this. Antwerp got some nice kits, dude. All teams in Season 7 will receive stadium upgrades. You know how it goes. Welcome to FSL Live, first leg here, and it is Antwerp visiting Monaco. High tempo to start for Monaco. Monaco does not want to be one of the teams that has struggled against these AI teams, and they can avoid that by getting off to a great start. Here we go, Julian King. Cam Ludwig, they're talking about great starts. Forces a save. I'm not sure yet, but I will tell you after the embarrassment against Athens, I am pretty much 99% leaving Amsterdam. One headed away. Antwerp will go normal tempo. It's a 3-4. You don't see a lot of 3-4-3 with wingers and wingbacks. It's not a very defensive one, but we'll see how they do that header across the face of everybody. Buddy Light, that's the goalkeeper. Spaghettini. Armstrong. After the third game before the Manchester-Istanbul game, we will go through and see all possible injuries for all teams. All 32 teams, all players eligible if they played at least a millisecond. It does not require cutscenes or on-field injury animation as that ball sent into the sky. And I have a feeling that Monaco are going to get a lot of chances like this, as it really is just 3-on-3 on the counter. It actually looks really dangerous having just the three. There is no wide defense for Antwerp. Mahmoud, Ballinger. Back to Mahmoud.
Monaco, definitely a favorite. And probably in the most favorable side of the bracket, unless you want to argue the one above them would be. Just depends on, do you want London, Belfast, and Copenhagen? Or do you want Athens, Madrid? Marcella. Fallagy. They have to convert their chances. This one deflected, and Buddy Light's going to slide out of bounds. It wouldn't matter anyways. Corner kick for Monaco. Off the line. Not a big fan of low tempo, but it's not up to me. It's not my team. I have a feeling Antwerp might need to go low tempo at 30 minutes. I think they're extremely exposed on the counter right now. Richie Juice, former Madrid and Amsterdam wide midfielder, practicing his trade in the second division with Antwerp. Antwerp, one of the newer clubs, along with Monaco, Naples, Salzburg, Amstel, a handful of teams that popped up within the last 6 to 8 months. Here goes Arian Ath, tried to let it run behind him, intercepted. Ward. Marcella, back out to Ward. Ward in all kinds of space here. 3 players in the box, make it 4. Far post, header over the bar. Corner kick now, Marcella. I can't change the tempo until exactly 30 minutes. Despite the ad, here's an opportunity.
You're allergic to it.
That one caught by the keeper. We're going to go low tempo, and I need a second. Hold on, I'm going to go pull my hand. Just a reminder, next season's cups will all be one leg and no league phase. Straight knockouts. So the 2 cups will actually be the same length as this 1 cup. And also, there will be more randomized opponents rather than going off of any sort of table. Fallagy sends this one. Far post, another header, heads it backwards, looking for a teammate, bit too unselfish. And here they come the other way, Antwerp. Could they get out of here with something? Macaroni looking for Spaghettini. They're going to go to custom now. This ball over the top. Antic. First involvement of the game since they've been on the front foot so much, Monaco. The new man arriving from the absolutely demoralized, defeated, and gutted Liverpool. We're going to see them take on Madrid later. What will they look like with their depleted squad and lack of captains? King, Fallagy. Not a bad showing from Monaco. They just were not clinical enough. Created some chances, and they'll have to come back out in halftime unless there's something here. I thought the whistle would have blown, and it will now. 0-0 halftime. Antwerp holding their own. Got some good games. I'm excited for Salzburg against Zurich. That seems like a good one. Actually, it's almost identical to theirs, except for the attack. Back to Maine. All right. You want to keep it on Maine? No other changes? Oh, you wanted to see the... Got it. I got you. Yeah, I know. Once I get back and this cup's over, it's going to be back to normal. Everybody's playing a game or two a week. Regular season stuff. False 9 instead of attacking fullbacks. Yes, sir. Ooh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, halftime, everybody gets a bit of a stamina boost. And here we go. Spaghettini wins the header. Siggy Bangerson out wide to Richie Juice, and here goes Juice. Juice, Bangerson, the Icelandic winger, back to Juice. Might see Richie Juice in real life next week. And we're going to get a foul here, it looks like. No card. We'll take a look at the card situation for today's teams. First game of the season for Antwerp, so no cards there. As for Monaco, no cards. Istanbul have King Hart, but they're down 8-0, so I don't think they'll have anything. And that one goes in. Oh my goodness! Dangerous ball! Dangerous place! Yeah, there's really like no cards. Bober the third's on a yellow. McDowell. Bangerson not going to get there. And back to Armstrong. Ballinger, Armstrong. And Marcella. Good ball, but a bit early. And now it's Van Clyne. Paul Van Clyne. Former Paris wide man. Well, the Cinderella story for Zurich continues, and what a draw they got, getting Salzburg. Salzburg, the newest team, but Salzburg had a pretty good window, adding Miguel Modelo and Billy Blanks, so they might be able to do something. Remember, Salzburg had to win via the playoff, and another opportunity. Uh-oh. Here goes Ludwig. Ward. Monaco fans just want something. Good opportunity, but headed away. Armstrong, Marcella, King. Space for King. Lays it off. Good a chance here. That one goes wide. It was always drifting. The keeper beat, and it's going to be a free stamina check for you at 60 minutes. Keep an eye on Phalangy, and that's it really at this moment in time. I'll do their subs here. Actually is not too bad, just Bangerson and just going to bring on a like for like here. I don't even know who Kyrie Jeremiah is, but he's going to be the only sub for now. Swamp Ludwig and Armstrong. And then Ballinger coming off for Moyes. And defensive will stay on the DMF. Here we go. So Phalangy will stay on for now. One sub each. Ballinger's day is done. On comes the number 8. Andy Moyes. Whereas Julia calls him Andy Moist. Ward. He's going to get there. Kyson Ward. Back to Ludwig. Not in time. But he liked. This ball will find an Antwerp player. And this looks a bit more promising than the rest of the match has for Antwerp. Finds the ball, delivers it late, but right into the hands of Julio Tortilla. And this is a good counterattack here. Who's going to win the race? Armstrong's going to get there. Armstrong! Top right corner! 1-0, there it is! There it is. They've been threatening all day. And that might be all they need to advance. We'll have a second leg in about 3.5 weeks. I'm sorry. We will be back. I might be able to do some more games tomorrow, but we won't get to this part. And this one's deflected. Here comes again. Over the top, Marcella. And Marcella just ran out of room. Mahmoud. King. Faluji. Marcella. Some rumors that Monaco will not be back for season 7. Where will these players go? And that one, almost an own goal! Oh my Lord! Marcella. Wicked ball in. Falls down to Moyes. Moyes puts his head on it. King puts her mouth on it. Faluji. Marcella's going to get it back. Sends it a nice ball. And again, it's cleared away. It does look like a Saudi Arabian or UAE. Ooh, I get a 2,000 J money for that. Back to Faluji. Surely they would want a second goal here to try and finish this tie up. And here it's going the other way. Final 10 minutes. I can change the tempo at will. We're going to get a substitution now. It's going to be Malachi coming on for the left back. And Antwerp are going to go to high tempo. Try and get an away goal here. Huge underdogs, as much as maybe 1-0 would benefit them. They've played well. And here's an opportunity. Antwerp, can they get on the end of it? They do! Oh my goodness! And Tortilla, furious at his team. Very similar to the miss earlier for Monaco. They probably feel like that was deserved, the football gods. Not smiling on them today, but maybe grinning. Some tired legs out there for Monaco. Can Antwerp take advantage? The header. Changes. Next dead ball. Okay. Yep, I appreciate that because the ball may not go out of play. Ludwig. Well, Antwerp have held their own today. They just don't really look like they have more than maybe a goal in them. Which might be all they need if this scoreline holds. Kyson Ward, who's been quiet tonight. Look at this beautiful ball from him to King, though. And King, oh my goodness! Kiss the post! Kiss Andy Moyes! And that looks like 2 goals might be enough against this Antwerp side. Well, we've called it the blessing of the broadcaster, not just the curse of the commentator. And Kyson Ward with a beautiful ball to find the run of Julian King. But King, with some work to do here, did not make it easy. And that will do it. 2-0 when they head back to Antwerp in 3 weeks. Well, doesn't matter how you get past, as long as you get past it. Monaco will think it should have been 3 or 4. .67% possession, only 41 completed passes for Antwerp. Well, here's the game everybody's been talking about.
This summer, Florida residents can buy a day
Zurich.
and get a second day free on a one-day park-to-park
And
ticket to
Salzburg.
Universal Studios Florida and Universal Islands of Adventure. Restrictions apply. Get to
Well, it's an it's a restricted captain for Zurich. And he will start. And he will wear the armband as well. And they will not be on auto subs since they have a restricted captain. As for Salzburg, AIT. And we will get the right guys on. They officially have like good the right positions now, so let's just hold on here. They need a DMF, probably 2 DMFs if they don't have. They don't need 3 strikers, and they don't have a CMF, so. The whole bench is 40s except for Deng Yosef, who is benched because Billy Blanks in the house. And the other user player, Miguel Modelo, who is an anchor man, which only goes there. So I might
swap them so he can use his play style. Actually, I think they're going to go with maybe 2 DMFs, like a double pivot. Nah, we'll just play him as a CMF. Just do the regular shit. Blanks, long, short. Left corner, right corner, penalty, join the attack. Whoops. Yeah, here we go. They'll be on very early themselves. Zurich and Salzburg and Zurich. I mean, it's good they didn't get some of the worst team or the better teams in the random draw from the play-in. Salzburg, no pushover. Here we go! Weather is here. He's allowed to change tempo and make substitutions. Salzburg AI. Now that the final 32 is officially underway, as they are in the all black, and they will stay a normal tempo for now. This ball launched up, bit awkward here. Billy Blanks puts the defender on under some pressure. Both teams in a 4-3-3 in identical midfields. What will the tactics do? Johnny Johannes back to Modelo. Modelo into the defensive midfield role today, since he purchased the Anchorman play style. He'll be sitting right in front of that defense as best he can. Look at this beautiful ball out wide to Jamal Him. Sends it in. Billy Blanks. Oh, man! What a ball. What a chance. Lillowit. Hankett.
Ruben Ross Patterson. Rahman. These are two AI teams that I think probably have the most Season 7 hype to be included, if possible. Salzburg looking like to be at the top of the J-Mart list. Although I'm also looking at Naples. This one out wide, Ruben Ross Patterson. And that one right into the hands of the goalkeeper, August. Couldn't get there. Here comes Salzburg. Whittleton back to Modelo. And dipping bicycle kick from 4,000 yards out from Billy Blanks. Headed down, Ruben Ross Patterson. Him. This one feels like it's going to go all the way to the very end of the second leg. We've had a handful of those. It's very rare to get penalties in two-legged tie competitions in FSL, but we might get a few here in this first round. Johnny Johonis is trying to make sure it's not because this game ends 0-0. He sends this one in. Whittleton deflected a little bit. Actually, it wasn't. Just a horrible shot. Scuffed his foot into the ground. It set up pretty nice. It looked like that went off the defender, but our Dutch referee says, no, sir. Oscar Gale. Johnny Johonis. Nasro. And not good. That was not good. And Big Daddy. Him. Rahman. Ruben Ross Patterson. Ruben Ross Patterson. Lots of space here. He's going to set it up to Bjorn Thor. But a wonderful League Cup. Bjorn Thor, left foot curler. Saved by the goalkeeper. And both teams now with a good chance. Look at that first touch from Johnny Johonis. Whittleton wins the header. And it was offsides on Billy Blanks. I will be doing all of the nationalities later. It's just a bit annoying, and it doesn't change anything unless it's a Euros. I got to go through because we've had a bunch of new users since the last Euros, and I got to make sure, like, hey, you picked England, you're never going to play, that kind of stuff. So, throw it. Rahman. Zagreb. Zurich. Coming alive here at the end of the first half. Koncic. Thor. And Thor wins a foul here. It's going to be a free kick. James Hardwood, the referee. Who would you like on the free kick? You have your best free kick taker, Rahman, on it. They're going to go Thor. All right. Is he left-footed? He is left-footed. So it is a change of foot. And Thor right into the wall. Second chance right into the sky. Throw it. And that'll do it for the end of the first half. 0-0. Monaco Antwerp were 0-0 at halftime. That one ended 2-0. And both teams AI, one restricted captain, no need to do anything. We continue. Adolf Lund. Francium Potassium. Nasro. A good interception from Koncic. Here comes Zurich the other way. Weather deciding to stay in normal tempo still. Free kick. Will they take it quick? They will not. Do you want yourself on this one, Big Daddy Weather? Or do you want the good long kick taker on it? Ramen, okay. Hidden swinger here. Can he send in a good one? It looks like it's in a dangerous area. Head collision. Blanks. Whittleton. Counterattack here for Salzburg. Zurich, everybody running back. Whittleton, my goodness. Wow. That was horrible. Lillowell. That was one of the worst. He was just like... This one popped up, picked up by Potassium, heads it down to Gale. Over to Buster Grimes. First time we've called his name tonight. King Louis. Oscar Gale. And Billy Blank's just going to watch that one go. Now he's going to chase it down. Then run away from it. Then go backwards. I think the tactics are just really weird for the striker. Defensively. The AI doesn't know what to do. Johannes. Potassium. Johannes. Back to Nasro. 60 minutes. We're going to get subs for Salzburg here. And Salzburg, I think, are going to go high tempo. And that means that nobody's really tired. So, no subs. They're on auto after this. You get a free stamina check at 60 minutes as well. Keep an eye on Ruben Ross Patterson. He's just below half now, which is not horrible. But it will go down quick. Everybody else is okay. High tempo for Salzburg. Future star. Oh my God. Rocketiro. Zurich. Potassium. Whittleton. Modello. Johannes. Back to Modello. Out to Nasro. Good ball in Whittleton. Here comes Zurich the other way now. Adolf Lund is there. He'll go back to Toilet. That's the goalie, Pierre Toilet. No, Crunk Bunk. That guy bought J Money and stuff and then disappeared. He was on Liverpool. He was like the Gallo guy, except for he left the server, so that's why he got put on Zurich instead of staying on Liverpool. Oh, yeah, there you go. Yeah, Meaden got it. Bicycle kick, and that was deflected. Look at that. Here goes Whittleton. Campbell, Whittleton! Oh, no! And there it is! 1-0! That was horrible. We're going to get some changes here for Zurich. So Salzburg with the all-important away goal. Second leg in a while. Low on for the right back. Phantom Boy on at CMF, so they're going to take out Koncic. And then Alpha for Heineken. You can start Alpha at AMF if you prefer. They're both AIs. He's only on the bench because it's your position. I can't change Salzburg tempo till the 80th minute, although they do look a lot better in high tempo. Might just keep it. Maybe they can pipe a second here. Swallows. Terry Swallows has come on. Buster Grimes going to get on this one. Just launches it. Potassium. Him. Back to Grimes. Buster Grimes. Him. Potassium. It's going to be high tempo now. Salzburg's going to stay in high tempo as well. They've looked better in the higher tempo. Plum. Both teams trying to get a goal in the final 10 minutes. Salzburg with 2 away goals could really put this one almost to bed. And Zurich with a chance. Just what? Toilet. Furious. Not enough bend on it. Halfway through after this, the next game, Liverpool and Madrid, followed by injury updates. We are able to see who, if anybody, is hurt. We cannot see how long. Oh my goodness! Alexi Alpha! And similar to Salzburg, Zurich looking much better on high tempo as well. Can they head to Salzburg in the second leg and replicate the Salzburg result today? If this stands, both teams 5 shots each, 1 on target each. Although some very near misses. Buster Grimes, speaking of misses, keep your misses away from Buster Grimes. Guy's a hound dog. Here's him. Him sends in a ball. Whittleton looking for a second. Oh, it's Steven Torre! Had to reach behind him and wipe his own ass. Oh my goodness. Speaking of gorillas. And it stays 1-0. And somehow Whittleton could have had 2 goals today. Oh my goodness. This one cleared away. Bjorn Thor lays it off for Robin. Players catching up. Rahman does really well. Just made a fool of Buster Grimes. No, I don't know who that was. And then with one of the worst crosses you'll ever see. Oh my goodness. Well, another game with plenty to play for in the second leg. Zurich happy to let that one go out. And we will get a throw in for Zurich. Can they get something here? Over the top, looking for August, the captain. Can he track it down in time? It will not. It'll stay 1-0. Second leg to come, hopefully at the end of June. And somehow, freaking Campbell Whittleton. Oh my goodness. Looked a lot better with the high tempo, though. Granted, they were also high tempo, but... maybe you got to start with Alpha and AMF, you know? Yeah. Get some ideas from the World Cup. Here we go, Madrid and Liverpool. Oh God. Oh God. Oh Lordy, Lordy, Lordy. Oh Lord. Yeah, I guess this is what we do. So, it's actually not the worst. I mean, look at this midfield, you know. We'll see, man. They want Toby on everything. Liverpool, they've become last season's Hamburg, haven't they? They really have. Oh my gosh. Defensive preset. And it is Trapp, Marsala, and Bober the third. Remember, he's on a yellow card. Cavallo and Wagner. Let me do this quick. Julia SS and Bernino is going to come in for Ole Mole. You're going to want to tell me your bench. I'll put Jorginho in, but let me know if you want. You got Bob Jones and Groen. If you want to take out those 40s. Defensive on Cavallo. And Tiki Taka. Swarm the box. Defensive is all set. Attacking preset. Bernino, Trapp, Marsala, and Bober. Just the one pivot, because that makes sense. One pivot. One DMF, excuse me. Wagner here. I try to match your pictures, but I know it's hard when you use those lineup building websites that you don't have a lot of space. So if you ever do want somebody wider or like above or below the halfway line, you guys just let me know. Julia SS
Nas SS and Gamar out as a wide SS. Make sure I did that right for you, brother. No tactical changes. When you say mained the same, are you talking about custom? You said attacking preset, and then you said main the same. Main says offensive, and then custom. See how it says defensive? This is how dumb cannot look at main in parentheses offensive, defensive, custom. Like, why not just say offensive, or if put main in parentheses? Stupid. Just make sure it's good though. Jones and Grown out for Combs and Covell. Everything's good though, brother? I just wasn't sure what you meant by main the same and offensive formation, that's all. This is going to be interesting. We can't touch Liverpool unless Vito, Nana, or Toby show up. Otherwise, everybody else is... I guess Rossi, I think, could do something. Poor guy. Can't believe he didn't transfer. So, do you want it to change? It's main, which is they refer to as offensive, defensive, then they just call it custom. So I did this as main because you put attacking. But do you want me to do that for custom? All you do is change the lineup.
It's against league regulations and you know it.
I thought it was optional. I was trying something new.
Optional. Fix it before Friday or you'll be...
Attacking was meant to be custom. So I can do this lineup with custom. That's fine. Same old Madrid, right? Same old Madrid. It takes forever to start Madrid. Madrid. Oh, right. Okay, so I did it there. So what do you have a... Okay. It's just the formation, so it's not, nothing else was really changed. Okay, buddy. Alright. I think you'll be okay. Alright, this is going to be a beatdown. Normal and dry. I think the record this round is 8-0. Let's see what happens. Madrid, take it on Liverpool. Here we go. I'm gonna piss and grab another beer, but I'm gonna let the game go because I have a feeling this one's gonna be a bit ugly. So let me know what tempo you want, brother. High tempo, okay. Sorry if I miss a goal song in the opening 15 minutes here. But I will be back very shortly. Uh-oh. Free kick. And here we go. It's an early 1-0 lead. And Liverpool are going to have to hope for some Vito magic. Maybe a Toby free kick. Otherwise, this one could get ugly. Maybe a red card. Could we see a red card today?
as that one will go out for a goal kick. No, it's a corner, excuse me. Not a lot of yellow cards so far in this competition's knockout stages. We only have one more game, and that game in the first leg had 0 yellow cards. In fact, the only yellow cards we had were Budapest, Oslo, God, not a lot of yellow cards. That's it. Only 2 teams have gotten yellow cards. Budapest, of course, got 2. We'll have the website updated once I get to Connecticut on Monday. I'm going to start doing a bunch of stuff, so don't worry about it. I know somebody DM'd me today, so don't worry about it. My priority has been to do games, and then I'll get the website going. I know, right? I feel bad in just the knockout, because then people bitch.
Oh, we only lost because of the rain.
But isn't that kind of like what these cups are? Like when you go and you play Lincoln City away, and their pitch looks like a horse after drinking whiskey's diarrhea. We'll have it back for the next season. Oh my goodness, off the post! Wow. Season 7, we will go back to the different match days and all that stuff. And here goes Lamar Lasagna. Lasagna gets around Bober. He's holding off Bober well. Lasagna back to Aiku. Aiku sends in a ball. That header. Oh my God, it's in! And it's all tied up 1-1. Liverpool. 1-1 late. This is a team that lost its striker, Charlie Powley, its left back, Colin Knobstick, and another player, Ivan Antich, to Copenhagen, Prague, and Monaco, respectively. Woodley out to Aiku. Here goes Aiku. Looks for Woodley. Woodley with an opportunity. That one deflected. And Liverpool coming to life here. A lot better on the corner. It'll fall down to Shishiro. Vito. Poaching lasagna is just reboiling it, isn't it? My goodness. Nas Valhalla, who had that, I think it was Nas with the wicked shot off the post. Can they make things interesting? Oh, and here goes Venom, laying this one off to Boyo, and Boyo! Goalkeeper didn't even try. Celebration short-lived for Liverpool. That's the Lion of Madrid. That was the Gomez. Wasn't that a Gomez celebration? I can't find. What was his first name? There it is. Bafatimi. Oh, he doesn't have any gifts on Discord. Shows how old I am. I forget he played for Swansea. Oh my goodness, how about another? It's not even half time yet. And come on. I was gonna say, Swansea's had some good strikers, dude. Well, I shouldn't. They've had strikers that scored a lot of goals for them. Gomes was solid. Wilfred Boney was good. Remember they had the guy that did the Cup Deer celebration? He scored like 30 goals and then like never scored again. A Swansea 11 from the last like 20 years would be really good. John Joe Shelby, Ben Davis, Joe Rodon, Michel Vorm. I'm trying to think if they had Joe Allen or not. Nathan Dyer. Did they have one of the Ayus? Who was the right back? Kyle Naughton? I'm trying to think of another Swansea center back that's not Rodon. Didn't they have the Scandinavian guy? No, he came from like, was it Moisander? No. Fuck, I can't remember. Oh, Ashley Williams. Yeah, there's a good, Ashley Williams. Gylfi Sigurdsson, yep. It's a decent 11. Decent 11. Hey, he was innocent. He was innocent. Cobel for Bernino. Jarzinho for Gamar. Make him a CF. Move Nas forward. Alright, here we go. Let me know if I need to change it. How you been? Ilion. I always... Isn't it I Lion and I always call you Ilion? Coming back from the days of Massa FC. Old Massa FC. This is how long for you newbies Ilion has been here. When he first joined, I have his first logo somewhere. He didn't make it. This was the logo of the team. This is how long ago he joined. That was the logo for the team he had. God, was it 4 or 5 years? It was probably about 4 or 5 years ago. Jeepers. Yeah, you and Hoffman came together. In fact, I have a picture of the jerseys. This is your team in its season because you wanted to change the logo. And that's you against a Yexi's first team, the Star Wars team. So it's a Yexi Star Wars team against Hoffman and Ilian's Medusa team, but they wanted it to be more of like a lion, a petrifying lion. Yeah. That was fun. That was when we used to do drafts, and everybody had a certain number of, almost like a budget, and a player's overall was their cost. That's why they had real players. I would like to go back now, just knowing what we know about all of the gameplay. I have notebooks filled with short lists of players and all this. I remember being like, oh, this guy's got long ranger. I need a guy that has long ranger. You know? You'd be on, what was it, Pez database or whatever it was. You just, I need a guy with long ranger and long range shooting. Here goes Woodley. Can he make things interesting here? Woodley! Oh my goodness! We got ourselves a tie! My goodness. It is 3-2. 2 away goals. Now for Liverpool, can we get an injury? Will we see an injury or a second yellow card for Bober, or both? And could Liverpool have a bit of a chance going to the second leg? Still about 25 minutes to go. Choi Min Young. He's a gay North Korean. Cavallo. Nas. Out to Bober. And that one deflected and saved. Dave Eblock. Falls down to Wagner. One-handed save from Dave Black. Eblock. Corner kick now. Jarzinho's on it. Cobell. Back to Jarzinho. Left-footed cross. The header right into the crotch of Black. Not to be confused with the Black crutch. Haiku. We did say that we would turn on auto subs if a captain has no vice captain here. We thought it would only fair. So there we go. And that was an elbow to the face, but no call. Here they come the other way. Venom wanted it back. Can she get it? A bit too late. Dave Black. Black sends it long. And, oh my goodness. If it stays like this, there might be some heavy sweating this summer in Madrid. At least for the next 3 weeks. Remember, this is the last tie of the round, so this will be the last game of the second leg round of 32. And the winner will take on either Salzburg or Zurich. Salzburg got the 1-0 win. Monaco so far in the lead to take on Athens, who are also in the lead. And their respective ties themselves. Here goes Cobell. He's dead. Can he send in a ball? He tries to. Can he? Does he? Venom. That one goes. Oh my goodness! Are you kidding me? Dave Black totally misread it. And what a way to possibly go out if you're Liverpool. Dave Black chasing butterflies. And Venom, much like her online relationships, just put her head on it. And that probably will be the nail in the Liverpool coffin. Liverpool looking likely like they will be playing their last game in FSL for a while in the second leg, at least until the next FA Cup. The FA Cup will be all teams. The League Cup, or excuse me, the Copa Europa will only be 32. We will narrow it down to 32, so that way it's a little shorter. Here goes Nas. Can he make it even worse? Dave Blacky Blug! Oh my goodness! Do you want me to check form? I'll check form. I wonder if Dave Black's on high form. Might need Dave Black at Salzburg or Zurich next season. Here we go. Just going to check the form here. Dave Black is actually on downward form. Woodley is on red form.
Oh, my conditioning. Ah!
Here we go. Jorginho defending, or excuse me, he's going to get the ball back. We got one more game for you. Istanbul trying not to lose 20-0. You have no subs left, and that is a dangerous tackle. It's a yellow card. Going to write it down, but obviously we'll get everything set. I'm more concerned if we're going to have an injury on Nas. Well, we're going to check it after this game. '88th minute. It was a yellow card on. Will it tell me? Oh, I got to wait till after the game. They want Kobala on it. Kobel has never scored for the club, I don't think. Shishiro. And into the wall. He's going to get it back here, Kobel. Does the right thing, gives it to Julie, and Julie forces another save from Dave Black. We're going to have to write down the record number of saves because Dave Black is another guy chasing that record. Just a reminder, all captains for Season 7, you can choose your goalkeeper. It is first come, first serve. You cannot take a goalkeeper from a captained team. Everybody else is available. This one, far post. Dave Black's going to catch it. And that'll do it. 4-2. Actually, not a bad result if you're Liverpool. 2 away goals, extremely helpful. We do have Istanbul and Manchester as our final game. 8 saves is wild. But before that, we will take a look at injuries. We're going to look at all 32 teams. Like I said, anybody could be injured if they played just 1 second
I want to keep an eye on that tackle on. Sometimes we've seen hard tackles result. Sometimes we haven't. Most of the time it doesn't. Here are your results. I guess I'll do this here. We'll go to scores. God, we haven't used some of these in a while. And then our second round of games. Oh, we got to... Wait. Oh, it's because it went... Oh, that's why. It does like the second grouping first for some reason. I just want to do a quick little recap here. We'll start on this side. Obviously, Manchester's going to go through. They're the next game. Brussels, Barcelona. I think that one's anyone's. Glasgow, Lisbon is interesting. Probably Prague. We'll see with Budapest. If they advance, will they get a suspended player? Zagreb are going to be through. Porto should be okay. Vienna should be okay. Norden's through. London are through. Hamburg and Turin is super interesting. Belfast should go through. Copenhagen and Roma is also really interesting. Athens are through. Monaco should be through. Salzburg. Zurich is anybody's. Madrid should be through. All right. We can take a look at a couple of things here. First off, we are going to do... I'm going to put you on... I'm going to make you wait. All right. Here we are with assists. Assist leaders. Liederman has 4 assists through one game. Gonzalez and Vukovic and Tamar each with 2. As for goals scored, Mojo Rising got 6. Mendes Gomez, Augusto Rodriguez, Marvin Jackson all with hat-tricks. And you'll see only 2 non-strikers so far until you get down to Rebecca Shekels and Colin Knobstick. And then you have Dan Norris, Rahimi. But yeah, a lot of goals by attacking players. All right, it is time for injuries. This is how it works. If a player is on the bottom of the reserve side, the bottom of the bench, and they're not normally there, that means they are injured. We can see that. We cannot see how long. No injuries for Manchester. See how it's Justin Taylor, 40 overall. We know that's where he is. Istanbul, no injuries. Barcelona, no injuries. Brussels, no injuries. Lisbon, no injuries. Glasgow, no injuries. Sigma Prague, no injuries. Budapest, no injuries. Zagreb, Vukovic is injured. Anton Vukovic is hurt. Now, it's likely one game, and they are up 4-0, so it probably won't matter. But we have seen guys out for, quote-unquote, 2 weeks, which we don't really know how many games that is, but that could come back to haunt them if it's a long injury. As for Oslo, no injuries. Porto, no injuries. Valencia, no injuries. Vienna, no injuries. So just the one injury so far. We're almost halfway through. No injuries for Eindhoven. I don't think Nico Alvarez... Nico Alvarez might... I don't know if he's on their bench or not. But it doesn't matter. He doesn't start. Norden. Mendez Gomez is injured. Mendez Gomez is injured for Norden. How long will he be out? Although Shelby's 67 overall, which isn't horrible given their team. Moscow. Gabriel Ferrari is injured. So their striker's hurt. Not like it really matters for them. London. No injuries. Remember, Rahimi did not start. And he wasn't at the bottom. Cardiff. No injuries. Hamburg. Moretti is injured. Matteo Moretti is injured. He's been really good for them despite being AI. Just letting him know before I forget. We can't see how long until the pre-match screen. Like, in the pre-match screen, it'll say how many days when we put the Mario hand next to it. So, wow, Moretti. We've had some high-rated injuries so far. Turin, no injuries. Belfast, no injuries. Dublin. I think Mick Lee. No injuries. No injuries. Copenhagen. No injuries. Remember, I made the mistake. I put Matoshi and Dutton in the reserve, so they are not injured. That was my fault. That was my fault. Roma. Moto is injured. Moto is out. Oh my goodness. You gotta love it. As for Athens Jackson, no, fucking nobody. Damn. I was really hoping Jethro and Jackson were both injured. As for Amsterdam, no injuries. Monaco, no injuries. Antwerp, no injuries. Zurich, no injuries. Salzburg, no injuries. Final two teams. We're going to do Liverpool first. No injuries for Liverpool. All right. Here it comes. Madrid. Is there an injury? I told you! I told you! I told you! Watch out for that tackle! I told you. I said at 88th minute there was a tackle. I told you. Oh my goodness. Wow. Oh man. Can Liverpool pull off the upset? Oh, that's hilarious. Again, we will not know the lengths until the game happens. We don't need to do anything for this game. There's no captains. I think there might be a vice captain for Manchester. We will see. Everything goes to random, and it is normal random, not random weather. I guess we could do random weather if it's an AI team. Excuse me. Alright, Echo Wolf is here, so they do have a captain.
game of the night. Was it 4 or was it 5? Second leg, I can do tempo whenever I want for the AI team, so here we go. Oh, do the change, yeah. Well, it depends who's here. I mean, if the vice captain, if it's Echo Wolf, I know that's what he wants. We can get ahead of it. That's also like, that's how they used to line up forever. I don't know why he changed it, to be honest. Here we go. See how this one takes. She wanted that earlier, too. All right, here we go. Well, we know Manchester are through, as it's now a 9-goal deficit. Jackson. Oh, Moto, that's right. Yeah, so there was 7. There's 6. 6 injuries. That's right. So it's Vukovic, Mendes Gomez, Ferrari, Nas, Moto, and Moretti. Unless I'm missing anybody else. So Moretti to Hamburg, they have a captain. I let them know. Moto, it seemed like we knew that because Alessio's here and Schmerz was here. We pinged Vukovic and Scooter saw it. We'll have to let... I mean, I'm sure Norden will be fine, but you never know. And then Alessio also saw the Nas injury, so... And here's the thing, guys. It's if it's for like a certain extended period of time, they could miss the first leg of the next round as well. And then things start to stack. Then you get another yellow card. You have a suspension. And all of a sudden, that's what makes this competition great. It's why we usually do this competition, God damn it, at the end of the year. Later, man. We usually do the FA Cup last, and so you get the 2 legs. It's going to be 1 leg next season, but it's after the whole season ends, so you get all those yellow card accumulations. So you get the suspensions plus the injuries. A lot of fun. A lot of fun. It gives a sense of the little guy's got a shot, you know. Offside, son. Big sexy here. Are Istanbul your least favorite team? I mean, I think they're my least favorite team. Istanbul and Paris, I think if they were rebranded, I wouldn't mind. I think if Istanbul had, like, I don't know, more consistent users. They had some good users in the past. What was that? I think Paris is just kind of bland. I don't know. They got a bunch of people. So the story with Paris was they got like these 4 American guys that were buddies. And then one by one they just went inactive. One guy was the captain, and he bought a couple things. I think a few of them bought things. Because they had Joe B. I'm trying to remember his name. He's on Helsinki now. RJ Avery. They were solid. They played like a 4-4-2. They didn't win much, but they were really hard to beat. Yeah, I don't know. It's something about Paris. Maybe if they had a... I don't know. When you have to sit through a whole season of Istanbul or a whole season of Paris, they've never had a paying captain. They've never had a load of active users, so they didn't really have, like, any sort of stake in the league, you know? They never built any sort of lore other than they were always at the bottom of the table, and, you know, like Belgrade was always struggling, but they had a lot of activity. Barcelona had activity. Prague had activity. Amsterdam, activity. Even Berlin had activity, despite all the crap they went through with point deductions and relegation, all that stuff. Eric Leclerc. It's 11-0. Suendra. J Mart to Istanbul. Baskert. Back to Rendell. King Hart, who's on a yellow. Like it matters. Roser. Rendell. And that's the kind of quality you get here from Istanbul these days. Jackson. Jeepers. How does that even go in? I might just start playing the... Istanbul goal song. Well, Manchester will play the winner of Brussels and Barcelona. They will be heavily favored, although they are better sides. And that one out for a corner. And oh my goodness, Istanbul, the comeback is on. The home fans going bananas. Also throwing bananas at Mojo Rising. Wide. Istanbul in the league phase finished with 1 win, 1 draw. They scored 4 goals, which was more than Oslo and Brussels and Moscow and Belgrade and Naples and Riga. They conceded 29, which was the most. They had the worst defense. Cardiff had the second most, 26. Nobody else was over 25. Only 5 teams had 20 or more. Warsaw, Dublin, Cardiff, Milan. Here we go. Any changes there, sir? No changes. How you been, Echo? You doing all right, brother? All right, here we go. Gonna give away 100J money 5 times. Gonna give away 100J money 5 times. Starting at the 60th minute, we'll be giving away 100J money every 10 minutes till the end of the game. And then during the post-match, the remaining amounts. You got to type in the YouTube chat to be eligible. 100J money 5 times. We will be off. I don't think I'm going to be able to stream tomorrow, and so because of that, I will have to reach out to the... Well, I guess I could do Brussels-Barcelona without needing anybody, but then it'll be up to the captain of the game after that. I think that's Joel. So... I can't say anything about time or anything. Fuck it, let's give away 50 now, and the winner is 50. All right, here we go. We're going to give away 100J money 5 times. Starting right now. Punched away and dealt with. We're going to do their substitutions here. Jingle on for Vukovic. The winner of 100J money is... I don't know who Ninja Nazi is. Dingle on for Vukovic. Declare
Oh, did they already? Oh, they already did the sub. Who did they put him on for? Who the fuck is Zan Horsich?
They call me the bean freak, and I'm going to show you why.
Alright, here we go. I just realized I'm on widescreen. I don't like that at all. In fact, we're going huge. We're going huge. Not bad for 40, huh? I just gotta get rid of this fat double chin. 100 J Bunny goes to Ninja, and that is Alessio. We're doing it again, and the winner is Ishmael. 3 more winners. And oh, got Jackson with a goal. I'm just skipping through this because it's going to take forever. Oh, I think I used to use the large streaming picture. This takes up too much of the thing, right? This is too big. You can't see enough of the game. That one's going to go out. It's corner kick. Istanbul, 13-1 aggregate. And that one cleared away. Mojo. Lederman. Good eye. Over the top to Lederman, who was the assist leader at the end of that round. And over the head of everybody. Let's give away another 100 J money. And the winner is Nas. Money. Hart. Jordan Brown to Rendell. I want to do a World Cup pick'em. If there's any very popular website that does it, I don't know if FIFA.com has one, but we'll do something similar to the Premier League, and there'll be like a 500 J money prize for the winner. So if anybody knows a good website, let me know. Becky Blank sends it long. Istanbul trying to get out of here alive. Although after this game, going through the streets of Istanbul, Manchester may be trying to go through this alive. And there goes Lederman. Lederman. Well, they've been much better in this second half, haven't they? And oh my gosh, look at that tackle. Oh man, that wasn't a card. The goalie, where were they? Is that the official one? Official? Oh, that's fantasy. Ooh, we could do fantasy. That's an interesting one. We might have to do that instead of a pick. We could do both.
Why not do both? More J Money to give away. Speaking of giving away J Money, here we go, another 100. The winner is Ishmael. Good eye. Who made that jersey? What is that? What is that jersey? Arthur Tadoi Santos. Well, I hope you guys enjoy the next few weeks. Enjoy the World Cup. As much as I wanted to go to a game, unfortunately, as I'm sure everybody knows, us common folk have been priced out. It was $340, I think, but I couldn't. We didn't have the draw yet, so I waited, and then the day of the draw, it went from $340, $350 to like $700. And then I found out the game that I was going to buy ended up being Brazil-Morocco, so that would have been sick. So instead, I'm going to be going to Boston and New York City to do some watch parties, maybe even Hartford one. So hopefully 3 watch parties where there's a bunch of people from the country or countries playing. Those will probably be more fun. The biggest issue here in the United States is that it's not just the ticket sales. The cities, like a bus that would normally cost like $5, they jacked it up to like $150 per person. Isn't that crazy? $150 for a bus ride that normally is $5. Isn't that absolutely absurd? So it's really gross. Very disappointed. Who's Hondenbrook? He's a subscriber, though. Thank you for subscribing, whoever you are. Oh, Ilya! Yeah, that game was a blowout. Yeah, so we're going to do 2 things. We're going to do the fantasy that Ilion posted, and then I want to try to find a pick'em, and we'll do like 500 J Money for each winner, if that's cool with everybody. And yeah, I'll see you guys in a few weeks. Enjoy the games. There were no injuries here? Yeah, there were no injuries here. Alright, boys. See ya. Hey, let's give away 250 J Money just for the hell of it. Here we go. 250 J Money, and the winner is... No, so you serious? Have a wonderful month of June. We'll see you soon. Thank you, guys.